Bless up, bless down on Mastermind statements. What to do when things are getting hard for you. Let's go. This is one thing that I can tell you. When things are getting hard, don't make things harder for yourself at all. People make things harder for themselves. If things are already hard, I'm going to tell you right now, stay away from anything that's negative. Anything that's negative is going to compound and make what you're going through even more difficult. There's one side over here. There's one side over here. You've got to come to this side over here where positivity is. I know this sounds crazy. I'm speaking from experience. The more that I thought about more negative things, the more that I engaged in more negative things as I'm going through something that's difficult, the more and more problems that I had that created more and more difficult things. You want to stay away from anything that is not bringing you out of what you're already in. I know it sounds counterintuitive to go to something good. It sounds crazy. It sounds like way out there, but I'm gonna explain something to you. Even in those dark times, even when I had dark times, I found it within myself to say thank you, to be thankful and to show gratitude towards even going through that situation. It sounds crazy, but be thankful for that situation, because guess what? That situation, I've never seen any situation that I went through last forever. Your situation will not last forever. It is just a temporary situation, temporary experience. Of course, it's terrible. I know it's terrible for you. It's so terrible for you that you don't even think that you can make it out of it. Yes, you can make it out of it, but you've got to change your mindset. Even though you're in the middle of it, you're at the beginning of it, you're at the end of it, but you can't see it. Change your mindset to go more towards positivity. Show that gratitude. Be thankful. Be nice to somebody else. See, when somebody's going through something terrible, they like to be mean to people sometimes. You're being mean to other people. You're bullying other people, causing conflict, got a bad attitude, real negative. Look, when you do that, the people are going to start hating you even more. I see people self-sabotage out here too. That's another thing, self-sabotaging. You're going through something terrible, you start self-sabotaging. What ends up happening is you start losing your good friends, you start losing your good family, you start losing anything that's good, whereas these people would support you because of how you're being towards them. As you're going through, again, I know it's terrible for you, but you've got to get to something else that is on this side and not this side here. Get out there and exercise or something. Go watch a good movie. Watch something that makes you laugh. It's okay to laugh while you're going through something terrible. Even it's okay to laugh when you're going through something that's terrible. It's okay. Laugh. Watch a comedy. Watch a movie. Watch something on YouTube. Watch something on TikTok that'll make you laugh. You've got to take yourself out of this negative reality and bring yourself into the positive reality. You got to create this new reality for yourself. The more that you're just sitting in these things that are not working out for you, these things that are hard and difficult for you, the more you can inadvertently or purposely create a reality and support the reality that you're currently in. You've got to get out of that reality and to create a new reality that is going to pull you out of that reality that you hate so bad. It's just a matter of time. The more positivity that you practice, the more, it's almost like somebody's drowning. You're drowning right now because you're in a situation where things are like they're not working out. And the more that you start practicing positivity, it's like a life raft. It's like a buoy. It's like somebody throwing a lifeline to you, that rope. You might not see it, but day by day, as you're being more positive and doing things that are positive, it's starting to pull you out of that river, out of that lake, out of that pond. Sometimes that's the other thing too. Sometimes you're in like a pond, like you're in a bathtub. Somebody's in a bathtub in terms of like their problems, but they think they're in the ocean. It's just a mindset. What's the ocean for one is a bathtub for the other. What's the ocean of problems for one is as a glass of water for the other. What it comes down to is that's just all a mindset. It's just how you look at it. So if you change your mindset to understand that, yeah, you're going through something, but don't sit here and keep reinforcing daily and telling yourself how bad it is, how bad it looks. When you say that, got a lot of videos on this. When you say that, it's going to be even worse, and it's going to solidify, and it's going to continue to get worse for you. There's research that shows that people call more negativity into their life and manifest more negativity in their life than they do positivity. And people don't fully understand that the same way that you're manifesting negative situations and outcomes for yourself based upon your experiences, you could do the same thing in terms of positive experiences. I want you to go back and I want you to think about something that you thought about so much that was so negative that it actually happened. Think about that. Everybody's had at least one experience that they can recall, but more often than that, you've actually, even if you can't recall it, you've had more negative experiences because you called them into existence instead of positive experiences. You got to understand, when you're around people that are complaining a lot, if you're a complainer, the more you complain, the more you attract that is negative. This is how this works. And so take those same blueprints, call the good things into your life, and next thing you know, you're going to start calling in these positive things into your life. This is all research. This has all been proven. You think we're just humans on here, just having a basic human experience? You got to understand, we're here for a short amount of time. Before we even came here, there have already been billions and trillions of people already here calling into reality things that weren't there. Look at the pyramids out in Egypt. How'd they get there? Think about those pyramids in Egypt. Look how tall they are. Look how big they are. Even if somebody put those up there, don't you realize they got to get back down? I want to see people do it. Look at the skyscrapers in New York. You know, they're getting back down probably from the inside. Egypt, you know, you kind of look at those pyramids. Yeah, there might be some tunnels and things like that, but I'm telling you, from the top, I don't think they left the space open for somebody to go down inside that pyramid and just get out there. You know, there's no air conditioning. Think about that. Before we got here, in our short amount of time that we're here, whether you're zero, you know, whether you're 18 or 99, you got to look at these things here. These spiritual laws were already put into place. The spiritual laws for us to get through these situations, it starts in our mind. We create the thoughts that we think about ourselves. Those thoughts then turn into experiences, those thoughts turn into emotions, and then those thoughts become your personality and your character. You got to understand that when you are going through something, when things are not turning out great, you have the ability to think positive and to create the outcome that you desire. There's no reason to end it all and just give up. This is some good food right now. Hope this video gets out there. I know this video will get out there in due time. If not, I'm gonna record another video and say the same thing again. I'm not stopping. This is good food. This is what people need to hear. Just because you're experiencing something that is adverse does not mean that it's time to give up. Nothing is over. Use your mindset to create your reality. Speak positivity to yourself until it happens. Get around people that are positive until it happens. Attract more positive people into your life until it happens. Tell yourself every day, I'm thankful for positive people and positive experiences until that happens. Next thing you know, you've talked yourself out of that negative experience. And you've turned it into a positive experience. Just because it looks like you're about to be fired from a job right now does not mean that that's the end of it. Most people have a story of being fired and then they've had and found a different job, a better career, or started a business. Sometimes you just got to go with the flow and not resist. Sometimes you got to go with the flow and not resist. Don't just stand by. If you think you're going to be fired, don't just stand by and do nothing. Start applying for jobs. Start putting yourself up. Faith without works is dead. Don't just sit here and get fired and be sitting around waiting. It's not what I'm saying. You have to put some action in there. You never know what the next chapter is going to be that you're going to create. You don't need to be in there for the long haul with people all the time. Sometimes you got to keep it moving. The long haul is not for everybody. At a lot of jobs and careers these days anyway, you know, people they go out there and they have different jobs, you know, because the companies are not the same as they were back in the day where you could just be there for 20 plus years. Things are changing. Get to the situations that's going to make you better. Get to a job, learn them skills, enhance your skills, build that resume, get on out to something different if you need to. Keep leveling up. Don't be a robot. Just don't be settling for nothing. And don't, how people settle for nothing because they get outside their job, they keep complaining a lot. When you're complaining a lot about your job, all you're doing then too is also just stirring up more trouble for yourself. If you don't like the job, move on to another job. What to do when things aren't working out? Talk positivity. Keep those positive mindsets. Keep winning. Keep being a winner. Winners are always around winners. Losers staying around with losers. But you're a winner. So get in your mindset that you're a winner. Say that to yourself every single day. Fly a kite, be free, and keep winning.